Today I'm drawing my figure onto the postcard basis, and I made this little template that is roughly the shape of the hat, and that way I can draw girls that have the same size hat, and hopefully the figure will be the same size. And I test drove this the other day, and this is what it came out as. So it's pretty close to the rough sketch. The flower is missing because I'm going to apply that after I paint the hat. I'm just going to paint over the top and add the flower and leaves. So let's see that process. I usually use my rough sketch as a guide, and like the top of this hat is not quite a finger's worth away from the edge, so about there, and that's roughly where it is on this one. I'm also looking at either side to make sure that I'm sort of equidistant from the sides. And this template is made from an index card, so it has a little depth to it and allows me to use the edge as a guide for my pencil. Now I want to add the figure. Sides of the face. I used to get yelled at when I was in school because I make little short strokes when I draw, which my teachers thought was too tentative. Why are you so tentative, Lisa? I don't know. Because that's the way I draw? I have no idea. And I'm using my handy little Bic stick to draw. I used to invest in artist grade pencils, and then I realized that I like drawing with these better. So I still have some artist pencils around here somewhere, but honestly, I love these little things. And they are all over the house. I have like, I don't know, a dozen of them in a holder over here. I have one in my sketchbook. I have one on the coffee table in the living room. They're everywhere. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to seal that to keep it from smudging when I paint. And for a sealer, don't laugh, I'm using Aussie Mega hairspray. I've been using this since I was a student. It does the job, especially if I'm going to paint over it. It's fine. And it smells so much better than Krylon Crystal Clear. So that's my drawing. I didn't really talk about why I add text pages to the chipboard postcard in my last video, so I wanted to cover that now. Two reasons. One is this is the color of the chipboard. That is not a good background for most of the stuff that I do. So putting text page over it or putting some sort of collage work over it covers up the majority of the chipboard, so that I really only have to focus my denser gesso around the outside edge. Also, I like adding like a little texture to my work. I like the way once all of this gets painted, there'll be a little bit of something in the background. So I used to do like a lot of collage work on postcards, and then I realized they're so small that most of it gets lost. So now I just lay down one thing, and occasionally you'll see me do strips of larger Japanese text or Chinese text along the sides if I know that I'm going to have a lot of background showing. But these, not a lot of background is going to show. It's really only the area around the hat and then the figure where it's going to show. And then this band down here is going to be covered with dark paint, so it's not really going to show it all. So it just adds a little visual interest and a little bit of texture. I like it better than painting on just a plain white surface.